the Most High, you know. So in his spirit, it's like he's singing a song to the Most High, you know. On that way to Sacramento, he's just singing a song in his spirit,
preparing his habitation.
you know.
Fine. And then, you know, me worrying about, like, well, man, can I really afford these kind of trips? I really can't, but my trust and faith in the Lord tells me otherwise. You know, he says, just do what you got to do, man. You know, like, have you ever starved? Have you ever broken down on the road? Have you ever been mauled by some thugs? Yeah, I have. Not in this truth yet. So,
you know, what won't happen.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah,
and if it's the Lord's will, it's the Lord's will. I have a scripture here, Isaiah 53 and 10. Yet it pleaseth Yahweh to bruise him. He that put himself to grief, when thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hand. So that's what we're trying to do out here. We're trying to prosper in this truth and come in this thing sincerely and humble down. Salakia, yeah.
Because when it said the Lord is our strength, that's what we're putting all our strength into, you know.
Yes, sir.
It's like we're making it a career.
And you know
it says salvation.
Yes, sir. And you know you're putting your strength into it because you're concentrating on it's 90% inspiration, 10% person. You're reading the Bible, putting down lessons together. You're understanding. And then you come out here, this is a 10%. This is Revelation 11:3. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, cloth and sackcloth.
And the 2 witnesses is the two kingdoms, the 2 kingdoms of Israel. And that's what we're doing out here right now, is prophesying in sackcloth. Sackcloth means, you know, something that you wear to mourn.
Yep. And then another thing is that's showing your faith too. So, and that's also showing the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because in Exodus 15:2, my father's power, my father's God. See, that goes back to the line, lineage, generations and generations.
You want to go to Isaiah 5 and 11?
Isaiah 5 and 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them.
Hey, so when you wake up in the morning, and if you don't think the first thing about the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and you go all day without thinking about the Lord, that means you're drunk in your mind.
Wow.
You know, you're drunk. You know what? Why aren't you thinking about the Lord?
First thing you got to do, praying like, yes, I woke up in another chance.
Because the wine, you know, that wine is strong, and it'll, you know, a little bit, you know, could get you, you know.
To fuck up your whole day.
Yeah, but if you drink it, like it says, all night, you know, continue until the night, it's gonna inflame you.
Or you're gonna get what's called false courage or liquid courage. You're gonna think differently.
So it says, woe unto them, means destruction.
And the wine is a philosophy. It's a way of thinking. See, and then the proof of that is when Yahushua did that miracle and they ran out of wine, and he made wine, and then that dude was like, man, this guy brought out some good wine in the beginning, and he brought out the best wine at the end. Usually, you bring out the good wine in the beginning and then give them down the watered down shit. But Yahushua made the best wine. See, so that's the best wine to be drunk on. And you can't get drunk on that wine. Because why? Because it's all about being humble. It tells you right here, time and time again. He that exalted himself will be abased. This is a hard thing to pick up and do. Because and I was thinking about this hardcore meditating. It was like all the apostles got killed. And if Yahushua apostles, they all got killed. They all got terminated. John lived the longest. He lived in prison. And then after that, there was a long period of time, like 100 and something, 160, 200 years that Christians were being persecuted. Not until good emperors came out, and then little by little. But that's just a way to get people to change their religion. Because it says right here, my father's power. So if you kill your father, he died because he had this power. You're going to be scared because your father died, and you're going to be like, I think I'm going to call this guy God or whatever, because I don't want to die. And then that's the first thing you have to do. It shows that you're weak. But we're all weak. So since we're all weak, the strongest defense is that wine that Yahushua made. Right here. You want to read that again?
Read that one, and I'll go next.
Isaiah 5 and 11. Woe unto them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink, that continue until night, till wine inflame them. And the harp and the viol, the tabret and the pipe and wine are in their feasts, but they regard not the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, neither consider the operation of his hands.
See, so whenever, whenever Babylon, whenever they have festivals, what do they have? They have the harp, the viol, the tabret, the pipe, and they got all these instruments, and then they got their wine too, they're having feasts, but they're not regarding Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They're just having fun amongst themselves. And these big mega churches, they're no different either, because the way they're set up, they got all their instruments and their music, just like the way, the 2/3.
Babylon got it. Hey, and every military branch has musicians that play those instruments.
Huh.
They got bands and
Now
what?
we got a new branch, which is Space Force, which, one of the apostles made a good point, which is, how's Edom or Esau going to fight the power that he depends on for everything he does in life, for every breath? So this white man is stupid. Sorry for going off topic, but
No, he's really disrespectful. He's a monkey. He's a devil. He's a real devil if you want to get. If you people want to, Christians want to say that Satan's fighting the Most High, yes, and that Satan is the incarnate version of Satan, which is Edom, Esau. Straight up monkey. How the fuck are you gonna go up to space in a cardboard milk carton? The
That's
chariots are made of metal that amalgamate, expand, contract, change temperatures, change colors.
fine. And more than likely they're made out of gold or silver.
Precious metal.
Yeah, precious metals.
Did you guys see that video with that 3,000 diameter chariot that was all gold?
No, I haven't seen that, but I'm not surprised.
3,000, that's almost as big as the United States.
Because it's
Coast
gonna,
to coast.
because this church is gonna be way beyond, anything we can imagine.
That's what I'm saying. This guy, they got stuff that they're not telling us because and then you're right. How are you gonna fight someone that you depend on? How about Shem Yahushua giving them those instruments of war, and they think when they get them, they're like, oh man, I'm gonna use this. But how about Shem Yahushua is giving them those instruments so that they can think like that. Man, come on, that's the biggest. If you watch The Lord of War, that movie about guns and trafficking, you don't sell the high tech to your enemy or to anybody. You sell them what you use, and then you use the high tech. Why? Because that lower tech is gonna get surpassed by the high tech, and then they're gonna be like, man, these guns suck, and I want those. But by the time they buy the new tech, you already have more expensive and higher technology to sell after that tech, and it's a cycle.
Oh, excuse me.
So let's say if Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave him a chariot, probably gave him one of those trading wheel chariots for like babies. baby angels.
God.
When we
But,
get into
Why don't we down with it?
5 and 12. And the harp and the viol, the tabret, the pipe and wine are in the feasts, but they regard not the work of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, neither consider the operation of his hands.
So if you're trying to put together an album, you know, and trying to make money off of it, and you're not regarding the Lord, this is what's happening.
Therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge.
See, you guys don't know that whenever you listen to music and it's not the truth, you know, that means that it's witchcraft, you know, because the opposite of the truth is witchcraft, which means lies.
Yes, sir.
You know, because the reason why it's lies because of the lyrics, you know, about committing adultery, about, you know, taking pride in what you have.
Pride of life.
Yeah.
Little Boosie. Pride of life. Pride of wickedness. No knowledge. All those things.
Yeah, because it said no knowledge right there.
And their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
See, it said the honorable men are famished. The nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're supposed to be honorable. You know, but we're famished, which means thirsty.
Yeah.
You get the definition for famished.
Why he's getting that, the thing honorable. See, what we're doing is honorable. We're showing ourselves. If we're saying Edomites are white men and they're the devils, this, that, and the other, he's a part of it. So we're showing our enemies an honorable. We're giving them the honorable message. I don't know if you guys remember that Edomite that passed by on his expensive ass bike. That was a cashier. That was one of those high ranking cashiers around it. Why? Because he looked at the sign. The whole time he was coming up, I seen him look at the sign, and I started laughing at his ass. When he came over here, I looked at his cracker ass, and I was like, I ain't answering no questions.
And we got to be especially mindful in these times because there's, you know, the agent provocateurs, you know.
This guy went like this. This guy went like this. He didn't even look at brothers. He just looked at the sign.
Yeah.
He just looked at the sign and looked at me, and he just kept going. And I was like, he was probably looking for me. That's his church. That's his church. That's his church, okay? He's probably in there fucking looking. You're not smart, dude. You're not smart, guy. If he would have just came out of that door, walked straight up here, we could have had a whole conversation. But since he went through the back, got his bike, came down that street, came over here, went around back, went down that street, and now he's probably inside there. And I don't know if that happened, but hey, that could be true. All I know is they came up and see the sign, and the way he was looking at it, I know that he's a pastor. The Spirit told me he's a pastor. If we were to ask him questions, the first thing he would say is something scriptural. Trying to knock us off our guard. Let me get another one.
Can you read that again?
Isaiah 5 and 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dried up with thirst.
So, famished, when you go into the definition, it says famine, hunger, and then it's a figurative of Yahweh's word. And that's what the famished of is this truth. You know, they don't have no knowledge of this truth. That's why bad things are happening to them. You know, that's why Jake is getting killed, because they have no knowledge. You know, but it's an example of prophecy, you know, that's supposed to happen.
Yeah, because even though we're roused up in the spirit, we're not going to go out and join riot, you know.
That's
We're not
right.
going to do none of that stuff. We're going to chill. We're going to do what we're supposed to do. Yeah, we're watching on TV. And further knowledge is knowing that, you know, we're not to fear these things that are coming upon us.
And what happens when you get hungry? You start getting violent.
Yeah,
You ever heard of hangry? When you're hungry and angry at the same time?
yeah,
Well, these people out there doing that ruckus, they're suffering from thirst Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Their bellies are not full. Because
They need a fucking.
the scripture says that when you know the truth, that your belly's gonna be full. You know.
They need some Pedialyte.
They have a carnal. Their Most High's giving them a carnal spirit. You
They
know?
need a spiritual IV to fucking relax their ass.
Yeah.
They're doing like the people say nowadays they're doing too much.
No, they're not, I mean, yeah. People are saying that. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of people saying that they're doing too much. I'm glad they're doing because that's just
Yeah.
stirring the pot for.
I like it.
Yeah.
It makes me, like I said, makes me realize that the scriptures are really coming to life. And I already knew that they was coming to life. Just waiting for them to happen. Look at that scripture.
Go to Job 30 and 31.
This is Job 30 and 31. My harp also is turned to mourning, and my organ into the voice of them that weep.
See, so right now, if you were to hear the song of the Negroes, they'd be singing, weeping right now, you know, and mourning, you know, because we're in captivity under Esau.
Yeah, and part of that captivity is ideology and propaganda. In World War II, or one, I don't know because I was watching the Saving Private Ryan. There was a part where they found Private Ryan, and the Germans had these guys pinned down. They were using a bullhorn to tell them stuff in German. Statue of Liberty is dead. America is dead. Freedom is dead. You are dead. If you hear that shit constantly, and you're in war, that's gonna get you. You're gonna be like, what they saying? And then you find out what they're saying, and then you start thinking about it. That's how they get these fucking riots started. It's propaganda. Get that idea started. See, if you were to say,
I uploaded a video. It's called what is it?
Operation
No, it's Obdog KO or something.
Order Octave,
Order of chaos.
Order out of chaos.
And it's supposed to mean order out of chaos. And it's a Freemason agenda.
The highest form of propaganda right there. Order out of chaos right there. You set the chaos, and then you bring in the order.
There's like four steps to it, you know.
Yes, sir.
And it's supposed to recycle itself.
Oh, and that magazine that you let me borrow that I'm still reading about secret societies, that's part of that secret society.
Oh, you got that one too? I got it. The National Geographic.
Oh yeah.
I got that one.
See, and man, the thing about that is, to be in a secret society, you have to have a secret. And secrets are part of people's personality. So the secret that we have, and it's not even a secret, is the name Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And I'm gonna tell you right now what we're gonna do to help this society come down. Ready? Writing this down, Esau? We're gonna keep praying. You can fucking tell Vocab Malone, pack it up. We're not gonna do anything. We're not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna do shit.
Yeah. You know, and this thing about, this Great Millstone thing is, of course, you're going to have guys come in and that they're spies and agent provocateurs. But at the end of the day, it's like, what could they find? They can't find nothing on us because our doctrine is
What are we trying
sound.
to
We're not.
provoke anyway?
Yeah.
You're the ones trying to provoke.
Huh.
And that's why they have Vocab Malone out there. He's inciting hate towards us. See the videos he makes? Violence and Hebrew Israelism. Put two things together and you're gonna think these Hebrew Israelites are violent. And the thing that's gonna make you think, oh, this guy Vocab is right, is when we lift up our trumpet and read the scripture loud. Because you're soft.
Yeah, because Vocab, he already I think went on like a talk show or something too and talked about the Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand that motherfucker is an agent, you're the dumbest. Don't even call yourself an Israelite. Don't even call yourself that, because he's not sincere, man.
And you know what in regard with these spies, they're coming out. They're trying to link the Hebrew. I mean, they already changed the B was it the Black
Black
Hebrew?
Hebrew,
Now they gone to Hebrew Israelites. That's the title now, but because of Great Millstone, they see that it's not just black identity extremists. That's not what this thing is about. But we know that at the same time we know that this devil is going to come upon us, and we have faith that we're still going to do this work regardless if we get thrown in jail, regardless if they take our jobs away, regardless if they take our benefits away. Shoot, we might even have to be homeless, but we don't care. And the scripture that kind of helped me to face that reality is Revelations 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. But thou faithful unto death, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So that's exactly what we're here for, you know. And we're pushing right now harder. I know the Spirit is on everyone to turn up harder and do more work, and that's perfectly fine. Why? Because we're coming into this time. We're coming into the time when these goddamn demons are gonna try to criminalize us, but we don't give a goddamn. I'm tired of this, all these damn racists and all this injustice. It's time for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to raise up Judah.
He's doing
You know?
it. He's doing it.
And
But the thing about exercising power, you don't have to yell. You don't have to get loud. You don't have to do nothing like that. The words themselves cut. The words themselves cut like you're trying to instigate. There's nothing violent about being loud. Shit, that's why people made bullhorns and microphones.
yeah, we don't even need those. There's camps out there that gotta bring a whole DJ set. We don't need that, dude. We're cool.
And we're not trying to talk to everybody. Everybody's listening and hearing. Everybody talking to the street. There's a street down that way. The street that one's the main street going down into downtown. Everybody's seeing. If they have questions, they'll come up and ask, but they don't want to ask. Why? Because the Spirit doesn't want them to come up here. The Spirit will send up whoever's supposed to come up. Let me read that one again. This is Job 30 and 31. My harp also is turned to mourning, and my organ into the voice of them that weep.
Right, so the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're the ones who need a savior. So they're the ones who are singing to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I got an example. There's a song called "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," and that goes to show you that the Negroes, when they were in captivity, they sung this song,
And they knew about the chariot.
and it says, "Swing low, sweet chariot," you know, and that chariot represents the salvation. Hold on. So it said, "Swing low, sweet chariot," and a chariot is a ride, you know, and that means our salvation. And it says, "Coming forth to carry me home." See, so why would they sing a song talking about a chariot coming to take me home? Because they knew that those UFOs, the chariots, the chariots of Israel are our salvation.
And the secret in that verse is hang low. How does it say? Come chariot, go low?
Swing low.
Swing low. How are you going to swing low if you're already on the ground? If the chariot's already on the ground? The chariot they're talking about is in the heavens. Swing low, come down to us.
Come down closer so we can
Get the
be
fuck
beamed
out.
up.
Because why? Judah remembered when they were in Africa, in Egypt.
Gone.
It's called remembrance. And history gets repeated by the father passing it down to the son. And that's called the father factor. Take that factor out of the equation, that's how you destroy a nation. That's how people get all butthurt. Well, why? Why can't you be smart enough to understand that all we're doing is saying stuff? And then we're not saying stuff. We're prophesying out of this book.
Gone.
So it said, "Sweet chariot," and they said sweet because that's our salvation. You know, that sounds, you know, something that sounds great to us.
Welcoming. It's welcoming to us. Now, when you hear these aviator pilots in the Esau's military, when they talk about the chariots, they look that sweet IFO. They're like, look at that. What do they call it?
Like it sounds, sounds
Yeah.
sweet. That's, you ever hear somebody say
Look at
that
that.
sounds sweet?
Look at that vehicle traveling with impunity. Impunity is a harsh word. That means that they're disregarding your laws and they're doing whatever they want because there is nobody to stop them. And we could understand that as something not threatening, but Esau is a military man. Everything threatens him.
And then it goes on. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? See, so what? That was back, when Moses, when he was looking over Jordan, what was supposed to be the promised land,
Which tells you what? That they were in Egypt.
And then it says, I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming forth to carry me home, a band of angels coming after me. And what do we call the chariot? They're the angels.
There's the Holy Spirit.
So that goes to show you that in that captivity, they still knew that some truth about the Bible.
We were talking about the Lord's angels. Look at Hell's angels over there.
Hell's angels.
And they might not be Hell's angels. I'm just saying it. See how the names that you come up with go back to your history. You don't call yourself the Greeks because you were born in Africa. You call yourself the Greeks because you take into that military ideal that Alexander had. And he didn't have nothing. The Lord gave him that power.
This could be the last one. Go back to Revelation 14 and 3, and then stop at
Revelation 14 and 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne.
read 2, and then we'll go on to 3 after that.
Revelation 14 and 2. And I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne.
So this is the song of the 144,000 prophets. This is what they heard, and this song, it sounded good to them because this song talks about salvation for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But for the other nations, this song is not good to them. It don't sound good to them.
And before the four beasts,
Also, just read that one again after all.
and they sung as it were a new song before the throne.
Because even though this song sounds good to the nation of Israel, it's still destruction for the nation of Israel because two-thirds have to be destroyed.
Sure.
So even though the 144,000 prophets are singing and it's sounding good, some of it don't sound good because you got to be destroyed. Right?
Yes, sir. Let me just finish that verse. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth.
So not the whole world could learn the song which the 144,000 prophets can learn, and those are the people who are going to be saved from the earth. So not everybody could be saved unless you know this song.
Unless you know this song, now we're going to get into the song. Give me Philippians 2, start at 1. If you can hold on to Ephesians 12 and 6. Because that whenever you got it, go ahead. Philippians 2 and 1. Because we've been talking about that song.
I got Philippians 2 and 1.
Go ahead.
Philippians 2 and 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Yahushua, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercies.
So right there it says, if you have anything that makes you want to get closer to His name. inclination, a love, and admiration. You want to keep hearing this name. You want to keep watching the videos. You want to keep listening to the prophet say the name. You want to keep listening, right? Because that name has power. And go to the first.
Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
One accord and one mind. So we got to agree on certain things. We have to agree that Yahushua is a dark-skinned man, brown-skinned man, damn near black. He has an afro. His father looks the same. The angels are dark-skinned beings. And then we have to also agree that Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Lord's chosen people and the descendants of them. And then the most important thing is, well, there's two important things. The fellowship behind the name. Because we all believe in the name. So we're all gathering together in fellowship. Verse 3, please.
Let nothing be done without strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem another better than themselves.
There you go. Because there's no point in being exalting yourself. Oh, I'm a camp leader. I don't have to do nothing. You did this, you did that, and then break it down, and then I'm doing the work. No, it's even though they're different positions, we're all striving to do the same thing. I encourage brothers to have lessons, not because I want to take a break. You don't never take breaks because they have something to say too, and they always have something to say. And it's in accordance to this. Go ahead and get verse 3.
You mean 4, right?
Oh yeah.
Philippians 2 and 4. Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
Because what do I got? So what does others got? What do they need? What do I need? I need salvation. What do they need? They need salvation. We need a basic understanding of what to do. We need to prepare ourselves for things. And then get the next one. Right?
Let his mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua.
So now we're talking about something else. Now we're talking about brotherly love. Because that's part of the fellowship. That's part of the name too. So if I have the name and I have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but I don't ever want to see what you guys need. What can I do for you? You guys want to get together? If I don't make time for that, what's the point? It has to be at least once